if you ruled the world, what are three things you would change? Um, I think what I would do is I would still a national language. Doesn't have to be English. It could be something else. But I think there are a lot of cultures we don't like. It's harder to learn about or we don't know about because we don't speak their language or we can't communicate properly with them. So I think if all the countries spoke this one language, like we could learn a lot more easily and we could get to know more people and stuff because there's billions of people on this globe, but we truly can't get to know them unless we know how to speak or communicate. So I think that'll be one thing. Um, Second, probably be I think education in general is a very good thing. So to find good ways to like improve education with places that, they don't have it as easy. Um, and three, probably like to make investing a little bit like better or like a little bit easier for people because I may be biased, but I think the social security thing we have for at least the US, I know some places like Sweden's a little bit better. Um, it doesn't make people as well off as they think. I think people do kind of know that. So better solutions for retirement, I would say.
If I ruled the world, three things that I would want out of the world. I wouldn't want anyone to ever spend their birthday alone, no matter who you are, how you are, what you are, what other people think of you, how you can be, whatever. I don't think anyone should ever have to spend any birthday alone because it's the one day of their life. No one should also have to spend a major holiday alone either. Even if you don't have any friends or family or anyone you could be with, try to take the time to do something for yourself. And even if you have to work on a certain holiday and you don't want to, try to make the best of it. The bright side is that you're getting paid. So making the bright side of something, if you have to work on a major holiday or your birthday or even a major occasion to someone else in your life, not spending your own birthday alone and not spending any major holiday alone either.
If I ruled the world, okay. If I ruled the world, universal healthcare. I think everyone should be able to get healthcare. Like, if someone needs to go to the ER and get some medication or whatever, they should be able to walk in with no issues and walk out. That's a big thing. I would make like water wildly accessible and free. Like, I feel like stores should have to give people what, like, if someone's homeless and walks in a store, they should be able to get water, like tap water or something. So yeah. And then another thing, some countries actually have a federal system in place for people that are homeless. America does not actually have like any type of federal like help specifically for homelessness, really. There's very little shelters. It's really sad. We shouldn't have people on the streets. We should have shelters or something in place. And there's tons of volunteering work that could be done. So I feel like having something in place for people that are homeless, and then they could pick up litter and get paid to do that by the government. Like, that needs to be done anyways. And then this could help people get back on their feet.
If you ruled the world, what are three things you would change? So being a voluntarist, the core philosophy there is consent and kind of allowing other people to make choices, right? So one of the biggest things I would change would be something along the lines of giving people the freedom to be able to choose for themselves, as long as it doesn't take that choice away from someone else. So for example, if me being myself and expressing myself means me murdering somebody, I'm taking away, their ability to make choices. So that part isn't okay. But yeah, giving the freedom of choice, as long as it's not affecting other people's freedom of choice. Another thing I would change, I feel like our monetary systems are awful. I don't like the way that we deal with currency in general. So maybe I don't have the answer for this, so I don't know exactly how I would change it. But going back to some kind of tangible standard, like, we had the gold standard. I don't know much about it or what that would look like. But definitely changing the way that we the way we do commerce, the way we exchange in general, outside of, kind of moving outside of the system, of the financial system that we have now. And last thing I would change, I guess, access to information, like really genuine information about holistic health, and kind of making sure that everybody everywhere has access to holistic health resources. That's important to me.